Okay, sir. You can proceed, sir. Prabha, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Respected dignitaries who are here for this webinar. First of all, I would like to express my heartfelt greetings to all of you for participating in the webinar. So we are planning to organize a series of webinars here to enlighten the library science professionals with soft skills and computer skills. Okay, for that, so we have here Dr. Nityanandam, the President of Madras Library Association, the Dean, Professor Dr. Vincent Kamaraj, Dean of School of Law of SRM, Institute of Science and Technology here to address us. Dr. Nityanandam, sir, may I request you to give a welcome address to all the library science professionals who have joined here for this webinar. Please do, sir. Dr. Nityanandam, sir. Over to Dr. Nityanandam, sir.
Thank you, sir, for introducing me. Really, I am very happy to be in this very memorable seminar, like webinar. And here the dignitaries, Dean Professor Wilson Kamaraj, and resource person Mr. Saravanan and Dr. Janardhanan. Really, good morning to everybody. First of all, to all the participants, I would like to say something about this webinar. Normally, this type of webinar will be carried out during the Corona time. See, nowadays, we are unable to make the programs through offline. People are very much tied with their daily routine and they are unable to attend such valuable programs. So, for that reason, Dr. Prabhakar has taken up this task. So, by arranging a webinar like a very useful program for the library science professionals, there is no doubt at all. And people have to catch the points and as well as the techniques, everything before, so that they can implement in their organizations like schools, colleges, and as well as universities. Yes, see, I have become knowledgeable because I attended many programs like this in my career and I gained much knowledge and I applied wherever I worked. So that's how I have become successful, but that is the reason for my upliftment in my career also. Yes, the listening skill is very important to learn new techniques, new technology. Day by day, technology is changing. We should also change and learn the latest technologies. Nowadays, people talk about AI, artificial intelligence, and chat GBT, but so many new technologies have emerged. And people are organizing such seminars. That is the knowledge of, AI, artificial intelligence for library science professionals. Like that, we have also planned to conduct one offline program, yes, for the benefit of library science professionals. But before that, yeah, developing the skills of the soft skills of the library professionals, we need a webinar like this. Really, I am very much thankful to Dr. Prabhakar and as well as the resource person, Dr. Saravanan, and who have allotted the time for, I mean, for enlightening the library professionals with the latest technologies. And also, I thank Dean, the senior professor, who has joined with us. Really, sir, we need your wishes and for the future programs. Really, sir, we seek your blessings also. And this is the unique program, like I can say, because Dr. Prabhakar has taken up this task, saying that it is a series of programs. So, series of program means the seminars, webinars will continue, right? So, like this series of program in the history of Mala, I am seeing it's a first of its kind unique program. really, people definitely, there will be no doubt, people will grasp and gain much knowledge about the latest technology and the present trend and development in the library science field. Thank you once again for giving me opportunity to deliver the welcome address. I once again thank Dr. Prabhakar and Dr. Janardhanan, who are the pillars of Madras Library Association. Yes, really, I am very much thankful to them once again. Thank you. And by the way, I will be failing in my duty if I do not welcome our the valuable participants. There is no seminar or webinar without participants. So participants are the main audience, they are the persons who has to gain knowledge and who has to grasp latest techniques, etc., etc. They have also joined this such program amidst their busy schedule. Yeah, really, I am welcoming the the lovable and beloved participants from various colleges and also universities. Different heterogeneous group of people are there in library professionals. One may be belong to engineering field, another may belong to arts and science, and another library may be working in, the engineering technology, medical field, like that. So we have got a heterogeneous group of participants attending this great program. Really, I welcome all the participants for joining in this webinar, for gaining knowledge in the latest field. Thank you, one and all. I once again welcome everybody. Yes, sir. Thanks. Sir, I can hand
Thank
over
you.
this to Dr. Prabhakar. Yes, sir. Right?
Thank
Yes,
you.
sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for your welcome address. So now I would like to introduce our Dean, Professor Dr. Vincent Kamaraj, a renowned legal profession who knows each and every nook and corners of the legal professionals in and around India. See, it's a really blessed for us for being with us. He is the boon who stands behind me always in all my library activities in the School of Law of the SRM University. Now, in the midst of his busy schedule, he is here to deliver his presidential address to us. Thank you, sir. We welcome you, sir, to deliver the presidential address. Thank you once again. In the midst of your busy schedule, you are with us. Thank you, sir. Please take over the session for presidential address.
Thank you, Dr. Prabhakar. As Professor Nithyanandam said in his welcome address, it is a historical and unique event. As far as the Madras Library Association is concerned, all those library professionals who are all from every institution taking part in this webinar and who are going to be benefited by this webinar. Dr. Prabhakar joined our School of Law when I joined the School of Law here. And when I became the Dean of School of Law, the new building has been under construction. And when I requested Dr. Prabhakar to give a plan, a blueprint for an ideal library setup that is to be done, the SRM the proper library setup in the School of Law building of the SRM Institute of Science and Technology. Thanks to Dr. Prabhakar's vision and his hard Dr. Prabhakar has been already recognized as a guide, supervising the research activities related to library science as well as interdisciplinary. And this program is coordinated and arranged by Dr. Prabhakar. I am very much thankful to him for having invited me and giving me the opportunity to deliver this address. I am very much happy and privileged to be amidst the great people who have assembled here, who have contributed for the development of the library science and library activities and the libraries which I consider as the treasure houses of knowledge. the treasure houses of knowledge is under the custody of those librarians, and they are there for the basic information dissemination infrastructure, that is library. So when libraries are there, then the role played by the artificial intelligence, ChatGPT, Bard and others, we normally will consider whether there is a depletion of that attitude or aptitude to get information through hard work, by referring to, by reading, by understanding, through the skills. Soft skills you are going to discuss mainly reference to the arena of technological development, which is encroaching upon the normal soft skills which are expected of the language skills, especially reading and understanding the written language. Here we are simply becoming slaves to the great technological development, where we are simply allocating our potential to technological process. So when this is happening, we come across a webinar like this to analyze what is to be done, in what way the soft skills which are required for the library science and librarians all across the world. That is a very much relevant area where you are going to deliberate on. I am here very much happy because of the invitation. But when I came here, I could listen to the great renderings of Nithyanandam sir and others. And I am proud and I am privileged to deliver the presidential address, it is called. Anyhow, my interaction with you to develop the mindset for the people, not simply to come out of their original basic skills and to supplement or supplant those skills with technological soft skills, will be discussed and deliberated in this webinar. Whenever it comes out, it will enlighten. And the resource person who is going to deliberate on the relevance and the real effect of those soft skills that are to be developed by the librarians for betterment of library science, for betterment of the establishment and administration, as well as information dissemination through the libraries. So I'm very much pleased and happy, and I must be thankful to Dr. Prabhakar, the librarian of School of Law SRM IST, for having given me this responsibility. And I'm very much happy that I'm able to deliver something, request something, to plead with the members of this august audience. Please deliberate on to find not an alternative to the technological soft skills, but to promote the real soft skills required for this information dissemination infrastructure, and as I said, the treasure house of knowledge, the library. Thank you very much, dear friends. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your presidential address. It is really a great grace for us to have you here, sir. Thank you once again. Now, I'm here to introduce the resource person of the program. So he's a very good friend of ours. Recently, during his visit to the library, I requested him to deliver a series of lectures to enlighten our library science professionals, so that it's my passion that our library, each and every library science profession should rise up and shine in their education institution for the fame of the library society. So for that, I've requested the resource person to deliver a series of lectures. Now I would like to introduce him. He is Dr. S. Saravanan, working as an assistant professor in the Department of Computing Technology of SRM Institute of Science and Technology. He received his MS degree from the Department of Computer Science and Engineering of SRM Institute of Science and Technology in 2011. He has received his MPhil degree from Bharatdasan University, Trichy in 2003 after his completion of MCA degree from the same university in 1998. He is currently working with plenty of research scholars in the Department of Computer Science of SRMIST. He has published many more research articles. He has attended many conferences and presented papers. So his main area of interest in research are brain-computer interface, machine learning, data science, and neural network. So yeah, we feel very proud to have you here, sir, to enlighten our library science professionals. Really, our library science professionals are lucky to have you here for a series of lecture. This is the series 1 lecture. So I invite you, I welcome you to give a vibrant the content to enlighten our library science professionals. Thank you, Mr. Saravanan. Thank you, Dr. Saravanan. Please take over this session. Over to Dr. Saravanan.
Yes, sir. Am I audible to you?
Yes, you are audible.
Am I audible?
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Anyone from the
Very good
participant
morning
side?
to all.
Yes, sir. Audible, sir. You can proceed, sir.
Please
Dr.
proceed,
Yes,
Saravanan?
sir.
sir.
Very good.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
sir. A very good morning to all who are present here. Actually, it is my great pleasure to be a resource person for this session, like on soft skill training to the librarians. I'm very much interested to be a part of this session, and I am also thankful to all the participants who really present here through their online workshop. So this topic is really useful for the librarian professionals, and due to their working pressure, they have to reduce their nature of work with the help of advanced recent technologies. So most of the time soft skills means it differs from everyone. Like somebody says that it is only communication skill and the other skills, but according to my knowledge, skills is only two types, like hard skill and the other one is soft skill. So this hard skill talk about the abilities that let you tackle your job duties and your responsibilities. Like say for example, while you are getting the degree, professional degree, you will do some task to complete, right? So completing the examinations and other stuffs, right? And when we are talking about the soft skill, it it is basically tells about the non-technical aspects, something like say for example, it relate how you work in an efficient manner, or you can say in a different way to handle the situation, in an intelligent manner, perform better than the real task, right? So that is what you can say soft skill, right? So for a librarian, we need to have some additional qualities such as your time management, critical thinking about your job, and how to make your library as a digital library, and about various information systems available today, and the manage in which to change the handling, and even you are doing the service, like customer service in a department. And other than that, you have some interpersonal skills also to handle the library in an efficient manner, right? So apart from this, according to my knowledge, every librarian should have to know how to handle the recent technologies, because the world is changing every day. Like we need to develop ourselves, right? As sir said correctly, we need to learn the current available technologies, so that basically the library is, as far as my knowledge, it is something like a building, or you can say a room, where uh, you have a collection of books and the various periodicals and other, even sometime you can have some films, where they are recorded about the uh, recent songs also sometime. So the people can read or borrow, or they can also refer the journals in the library, right? But however, the internet technology is completely changing the way in which the accessing and collecting the searching the information in the library setting is completely changing. So you need to have some platform uh, which accept these technologies changeover. So what I want to say is that there are a lot of applications are available now in computer, right? So even you can say the web based library technology is also upcoming, uh, you know uh, technology where we have to master in it, there you can see even now it is mobile technology uh, in library that shows a portable, or you can say a small device where you can have all your access throughout the world, so yeah, that is happening today. And in near future, everything is going to be like a virtual reference tools, uh, even not only for the library, even in other discipline we have this kind of emerged technologies, which are all commonly used for their own purpose. Say for example, where we are using our email and other, even chatbot and live chats, something like this, and question point are all some kind of additional reference tools available today. So even today we have AI support with the chat, uh, G, so chat GPT, a kind of tool uh, will provide you the question answer, a kind of ready-made queries are available, and the answers are given by the model, I mean AI model directly, so that you will be benefited such a way the problem can be solved. So the even today we are concentrating on virtual library, a kind of a collection of resources available with the computer setup, where you can have a single point of a collection of data, and the entire content is available as a a digital library via internet. So you can able to see even very well in your library, setup, the software called I think Koha. Koha is a kind of free online resource. What's a open source available for free. You need not worry about anything, to develop, to buy, to spend your money. As a librarian, you can use those available resources free of cost. So, according to my knowledge, there are good uh, entry point is available with the computer technologies, right? So today I have given a task to handle with the recent technologies in Excel handling. You know that Excel is a very good application in Microsoft where you can do all your private functionalities about your own library, right? So where we have lot of things to be learned apart from the simple data entry. We need to have some additional uh, functionalities which help us to build the system in an efficient manner, right? So in that angle, today my session is going to be completely about the data management in Excel. Okay. So I'll give you a lecture with some examples so that it will be beneficial for you. If it is possible, you can use your laptop or mobile application with Excel. Yeah. Is the screen visible to all? I think I believe that it is visible to all. So you can able to see the window with the Excel application where we are going to perform some important functions. Moreover, we are using this application for our own purpose, right? Say for example, most of the time we will be using this type of application for making our own data entry, right? So in that way, you can, as a librarian, you will enter your details here, like you can give your book number, and then you'll give your book name and something like the title of the book, or I can say book name, and the price of the book, right? So it is something like that, and the data purchase, something like that. You will prepare some kind of database through which you can able to handle your library in an efficient manner, right? So as so here I have prepared the book details, right? So the book number consists of the unique value for every book, and the book name is the book title, and then the price tells about the MRP rate of the book, right? So as such, you can have n number of books in your library where you can handle all these details, right? Okay, you can do many other setups. In this I can do bordering, or I can uh, arrange these value in alignment. I can do whatever I want to do with this data, right? But the real problem is that while we are entering the data, we do not have any clarity, I mean, for the data entry operators, or even the librarian, entering the data. So they may not know. You can protect the users to uh, use their, uh, efficient functionalities available in uh, Excel. So my today my topic is going to be completely about some of these functions used in data. Used for data in Excel particularly, and I'm targeting basically on some of the very important topics like the date one by one. So first I'll start with the date function, because most of the time while we are trying to enter the data, we will struggle to enter. We will enter the data by our own, right? So 20 date is 24, 2 and 2024. So we'll be trying to enter the information, right? So instead of that, I can do directly by using the function. So equal to, so this today function will enable us to enter the to access the current date directly from the system. So whenever you are trying to using this Excel, it will be automatically changed according to the current data available in your system. So the function is the today function. Okay, so this today function is used for accessing the current date, and likewise you can also access the current time can also be accessed, like a date. The function is equivalent to current time now. Okay, if we'll say now, it will access the current date. All right, so current date and time can be accessed with these two functions. Now can access the current time, and date will access the current date. Okay, these are the two functions which enable us to uh, access the current date. This is a very important function sometime, right? So suppose if you want to change the, this is the fixed format. Suppose if you want to change the format, you can do that also. If you want to suppose 02 is for February, right? Instead of 02, I want to display February. Yeah, it is possible. I can do that also by changing the, the type, so that it can be changed into the expected format. You can also change the time also, whichever the time format you want, you can do the changes. If you want to display only the minutes and seconds, or minutes and seconds, hours and minutes, so it will be displayed like this. So this is also one of the important function used for our data entry in the library, right? And while we are entering the data, we want to do some changes, right, in the data entry. Suppose, say for example, you have already the employee names in your database, right? And now you are expected to divide the names into first name, middle name, and the last name, right? So I cannot type one by one, right? It's very difficult to type the first name Ram and then Kumar again and then Verma as last name. So instead of this, I can do uh, uh, one thing. I can use function like I can say left, right? So left, this is the cell name, Okay, so how many characters you want to display? 3 characters. So 3 characters. It will say this, then it will take 3 characters from the left side of your item, right? And if you want to repeat this for all the, yeah, so it will be repeated, but the problem is it is take the all the cells has been reflected the same, but the problem is that it is taking only the 3 characters from the first name, because of the first name has been located, but only 3 characters, right? So that is a problem here. I'll tell you how to rectify this problem. If you want to display middle, you can take the middle value also. There is a function called mid. Okay, so this mid function will take, and then the text is the cell number. You can click on it, and then here you have to mention the starting character of this cell. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth character is a starting character. And how many characters you want to display? So 5 characters to be displayed. So these are the arguments which has to be mentioned in the function. So then comma will be displayed. You can just repeat for all the cells, it will be repeated. I'll tell you the problem in that also. And for last to display, to take the last name, you can take the right function. Okay, so the right function, and again the cell name, comma, how many characters you want to display. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 characters to be displayed. So it will display. So this is the way in which you can split the characters from the given cell, right? Right now, I told you what was the problem here, right? When I use the same formula for all the cells, then it will be looks like this, but I don't want to do like this, right? So what is the alternate way to do this, right? So just type ROM, okay, and press the enter key, and after that, there is the data menu is there. Click the data menu available in the top row, and then flash to fill. Okay, press on this button so you can able to see the difference, right? It takes do not worry about that function. So again, here take Kumar, right, from the middle and paste it here. Press the enter key and then flash. So it will automatically take the second middle name, right? And likewise, you can take Verma from the cell and paste at the, press the enter key and then flash to fill, which is available in the date. Okay, flash to fill. Okay, directly it will split the value from the available, right? Look at some problem available here again. What is the problem? Here, Raghavan Simha is the first name and the middle name. Okay, first name is repeated for middle again. So that is a problem with Flash, right? So you should be very careful in that also. Okay, and then upper and lower case conversion is also very important for the librarian point of view. Sometime after entering the data, we can able to see some problems, in the entry level. So we cannot retype all the contents which we have already typed. So we can do some modifications directly by giving these functions. Suppose I want to convert all the lower characters into upper character, I can do that. There is a function called upper. So whenever you are using a function, mention equal to symbol equal to upper, and then which cell you want to take as an input. So and close the bracket, press the enter key. Automatically, all the characters will be So you can repeat the same for all the cells also, right? Otherwise, if you want to, there is an opposite. One is the lowercase. So lowercase is just, it will display all the elements as lowercase letters, I mean small letters, and it can also be repeated for all. And look at the problem in the last, title of the book, where I have mixed, uppercase and the lowercase letters together, but I want only the uppercase in the beginning of every word, right? So how can I do that? That is also possible with proper function. So there is a function called proper, so which enable you to look at this now. Previously I had lowercase letter in the beginning, right, structure. Now it is like this. So look at this difference. So this is the way in which you can convert your data as your need, right? And one more is that round up and round down, um, what you can say, functions again. So you know how to do the consolidated functions. Suppose I want to calculate the average. What is average? Average is sum of all marks. This is the a table which shows the marks of different students, right? So I want to calculate the average, right? I cannot do it manually. It's very difficult to calculate one by one, right? So instead I can do, I can use some functions. So some function and the series of value. I can start from the first cell and just move the cursor so that it reaches the last cell where I can complete the summation, right? So once I have closed the bracket, it will give you only the sum, but I need the average, right? So I can say divided by. So average is nothing but 3, I mean n, total divided by n. So this n, I can straight away, I can say 3, or I can count the number of cells also. Count can also be done, but I can straight away, I can put 3 here. So this is the average. So average can be calculated like this. But look at this problem here with some entries, right? 76.6667. I don't want to see such kind of numbers. So I can do round up here. Okay, what is this round up? So round up, right? So round up, which takes the first, I mean 2 arguments. First you should take the number and number of digits after the decimal point. You can specify it 0 so that no decimal points will be displayed, right? So 31, but according to 76.6, it becomes 77. Since after the decimal point we have more than 5, so it add 1 to the previous digit. So 77 it will be the result. So you can also add 2 here. So you can see if I'll add 2, what will be the result, right? So look at here, it shows 2 decimal points on your results, right? So round down is just opposite to round up. Look at that difference now. So round down, and you have to choose the cell, comma, how many digits you want. I don't want any digits, 0. So look at this difference. So it will not do any roundup, right? Roundup operation will not be done. It just truncate the decimal points and only the integer points will be considered, right? integer digit 76 and 46 will be taken as it is. This is round down and round up. This is also one of the very important function while we are doing our data entry. And one more is the if function. Most of the time we need to do some operations such as, say for example, it is again another table with student data. Suppose here I want to identify, assign some value if the name Siva is present here, right? So I can have two Siva here. So wherever I have Siva, I want to display one in this column, okay? Otherwise, I want to give 0. So how can I do that? So we can use if function, if, okay? So if function will have the condition first, okay? That is what you can say logical test. What is that? I'm going to check the name, that is this cell, which is equivalent to Siva, 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 okay? If it is equivalent to Siva, then I can say 1, right? Otherwise, I can give 0. It means that that is true or false. If the condition is true, it takes the value immediately after the condition. Otherwise, it takes the next value, okay? So look at now what will happen here, because Rajkumar is not equal to Siva, right? If I'll repeat this for all the columns, and for the, then it shows 1 for Siva wherever it is, right? So this is one more advantage of if function. Even I can do some other operations with now I'm going to find the average here equivalent to, okay, straight away I can take the average, but average is going to be take the series of values, right, from here to here, right? So we have to take the series.
ஹலோ
சார் கட் ஆயிடுச்சு சார்.
நான் அவர் சைடு ப்ராப்ளம்னு நினைக்கிறேன். நம்ம சைடு எதுவுமே இல்லையே சார், எல்லாம் நல்லா தான் பக்காவாக போயிட்டு இருக்கு. அவர் சார் சரவணா சாருக்கு ஏதோ நெட் ப்ராப்ளம்னு நினைக்கிறேன். சார் டாக்டர் சரவணா சார். ஹலோ பிரபாகர் சார் கேக்குதா? அன்மியூட் பண்ணிக்கங்க யுவர் மைக்.
ஓகே ஓகே.
அவரு என்ன தெரியல, லெஃப்ட் ஆயிட்டாரு. ஏதோ அவர் இன்டர்நெட் ப்ராப்ளமா இல்லை பவர் போயிடுச்சா தெரியல. கொஞ்சம் ஃபோன் அடிச்சு பாருங்களேன்.
Hello, sir. I'm audible. Hello.
Audible sir. What problem, sir? You left.
Well, actually, there is a internet issue in my side. Where I stopped, sir?
You can carry on, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you for your reminder, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Actually, yeah, I shared my screen. Once again, I'll. Yeah. Yes. So, if you try to enter other than a whole number, immediately it will give you a wrong, a message, right? So, suppose if you entered 378, it will permit to enter. But if you will try to enter above 500, right, it will not permit you. So, but this has to be done for all the cells. Then only it will be, for that case, you can select the whole column, do the validation, data validation, and then say, okay, then the same condition will be taken for all the cells, right? So suppose if you'll try to enter 700, so 700 is more than 500, right? What we have given us the range, which is more than 500. So it is your wish whether you can permit the value or not, right? So this is very, very important for data entry level. And sometime, we can have this type of, data entry, like suppose here, look at this situation. I'm going to enter either good, better, or poor here, right? Suppose if I'll do that one by one, it will take some time, right? right? Say for example, good and then better and then poor, something like that. So instead of that, I want to have I want to have as a list, then I can choose it from that list directly, right? And also you can restrict the user to enter other than these values. So first you have to type those values on your Excel column and then name as any user defined name, and then data validation. Okay, so go to the setting. So take the cell first, click on it, data validation. Here it is any value, right? Instead of any value, take list, right? And the resources where you should select these items. Okay, so select these items, then automatically it comes to the source, and then you can press OK. Now it shows a list here. Okay, so from that list you can take any one value according to your, you know. So instead of typing it again and again, I can do it directly, right? If I'll copy the same for all, then it will come here. So you can take that according to your need, right? So this is one more important uh, data validation functionality for the librarians, right? So, and one more which is very very important is that column to, I mean text to columns. I can have n number of names which I want to convert based on first name, middle name, something like that. But I said I actually use flash fill. There is one more option is it is text to column. So so first for that you should select the whole column and text to column, and then you should limit that based on the space. Okay, based on the space you should limit that, and then you can straight away say finish. It will ask you to, because it's already there some values, right? You will say okay, then you can see the difference. Now it has been separated easily from the whole text into uh, 3 columns based on the space limiter, right? And one more is that remove the duplicates. You can also remove the duplicates. Suppose here I have Siva multiple times, right? So I can remove that multiple entries. So remove duplicates. So it will allow you to remove the duplicates easily. Okay. So one duplicate found. So that will be removed automatically, right? So this is one important functionalities in data. And then consolidated is also there. This is also very important functionalities in data menu. Say for example, suppose you want to consolidate 2 or 3 columns in different sheets into one column, right? That is also possible. Suppose say for example, one column maybe in one sheet. Say for example, this consolidation can be happen with multiple columns here, right? Suppose look at this. I'm taking these consolidate, right? So first you should take the reference. You can take the reference here first and add that into the consolidation, and then take another reference, consolidate. So I have taken 2 consolidation from C column and the D column, right? It's okay. Now I have taken, I mean, from here, right? So instead of that, I should take it from here. Sorry. So consolidate. So remove the previous consolidations. Now you can select. Yes, add it and then add it. Now you can see the consolidation here. Okay, consolidating these two rows altogether. So based on your this is not necessary from the same sheet. It may be from the different sheets also. This can also be done easily. Okay, so these are the various important functions which are all available with the data menu, right? So I stop here. I think yeah. So sir, can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me? Hello, sir, can you hear me? Prabharan, sir?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I can stop.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
You have finished now.
So, yeah, I thank. Hello. I thank
Yes, sir.
Prabharan,
Please speak,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir. I thank
Yes, sir.
Prabharan, sir, librarian, SRM school. Hello.
Of law.
Yeah,
Yes, it is
of
audible,
law
sir.
for
Please, please
providing
speak.
this opportunity to me. And also I thank our Professor Dr. J. Winston Comrade, Dean, School of Law, SRMIST. And also I thank our Professor Dr. K. Nithyanandam, President MLA, who have given the presidential address. And also I thank Dr. Janardhanan, librarian, Madras Medical College, for providing this opportunity to handle the whole session for the benefit of the librarians. So I can able to continue these kind of sessions in future. Thank you for giving this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Before going to the vote of thanks, I would like to say a few words to the library science professionals. Respected and dear library science professionals, this is just a beginning. So you can send your feedback to Mr. Dr. Janardhanan, how best we can give you, how best we can equip you, how best we can enrich you. Suppose if you need this session in bilingual language, our resource person is a bilingual personality. He can speak Tamil, he can speak English, he can speak Telugu. Okay, so in whatever language if you need, if you want to apply any Tamil language in the session, he can speak. In Telugu also, if simultaneously, he can explain. The only aim of this series of webinar is to enrich the library science professionals. They should work dynamically in their respective educational institutions. So I take this opportunity to thanks the resource person, and I will pass on to Dr. Janardhanan to express the vote of thanks. Janardhanan, sir.
Thank you, sir. Good morning, one
Thank
and
you,
all.
sir. Please go on, sir.
I thank Professor Dr. Vincent Kamaraj, Dean, School of Law, SRM IST, Katangultur, to grant a permission to organize a webinar in collaboration with Mala. I thank the resource person, Dr. S. Saravanan, Assistant Professor of SRM IST, Katangultur, to share the knowledge on Excel to our library professionals. I thank Dr. S. Prabhagar, Librarian, School of Law, SRM IST Katangulutur to organize this program. I thank Dr. Professor Nityanandam, President Mala, to give a welcome address. I thank all the participants. I thank all the library professionals to take part in this useful and useful webinar. Thank you. Thank you. Please send us a feedback. We'll provide you the e-certificate as soon as possible. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Prabhakar sir. Thank you, Saravanan sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Janardhan
Thank you
sir.
so much, sir.
Last but not least, I express my heartfelt gratitude to the management of SRMIST for the given permission. Thank you to Mala. Thanks to all of you. Thanks to all the participants. Thank you. As Janardhan sir told, please send your feedback and please do contact Mr. Dr. Janardhanan to how best we can do service to you. Thank you once again. Thank you one and all present here. Thank you, Janardhan sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.